Alright guys, how's it going? So we are currently descending down in the Cincinnati. We are at 7,600 feet. We are currently heading towards the Cincinnati VOR. We need to pass it at 6,600 feet and at 240 knots. So we got our 240 knots already set up. Now it's bouncing around a little bit. There you go, you can see there's Cincinnati. We're right above the clouds. And so according to our flight plan, we are about to bank and head toward Bayer, whatever you want to call it. Once we do that, we'll go ahead and start descending down to 4,000 and drop our speed to 180 knots, or 179 knots. 180 knots, that works. Yeah, and then once we do that, we'll extend our flaps out to probably just flaps, straight to flaps 30 once we hit the 180 knots. Alright, it's going. We're going to switch 600, hit level change. Then go down to 4,000 and 179 knots. It's a sharp bank. We're going to be landing on this runway right here, I'm pretty sure. Yep, this is the runway we'll be landing on. I wonder directly. Oh no, we're only on that one right there. My bad. The left one. Okay. So now we should be. Oh. God damn. There we go. We done fucked up, guys. I'm gonna drop it to 170 knots. I'm gonna have to like full flaps, full speed brake this bitch. Cause we gotta descend real quick now. I'm gonna miss it now. This shit's acting cray. Oh, it's bugging out. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Nah, fam. We need to be... Oh my god. These planes are ridiculous sometimes. Alright, we're at 230. We'll drop flaps back. Retract the speed brake. But we need to be decreasing down to 180. I don't know what the fuck that is. 180. Nuts. Throw the speed brake back on. We're obviously going to miss that. So we'll just set this to 2,500 and hope that we can get down in time. It's slowly descending, but I need to get this speed down. And the speed does not want to go down. It's not going down without a fight, so we'll go ahead and increase flaps a little bit. Try to fight it. There we go, we're banking. We're turning back around. I'm going to go ahead and hit the approach button as well. But we are very, very high above our glide slope at the moment. There we go. Now that we're at 180, I actually need to slow down to 160 now. Throw this down to 160. That might help if I throw my gear down, which is probably a terrible idea in real life. But that's what we're going to do in order to get that going. And then we're also going to throw these to flap 30. Okay. Now we are going to bank again in a second. Or we should. Nope, LNAV's not activated. Now it is. Now we are. We should be descending, but we're not really descending at all. this is going to be terrible. We're going to decrease this down to 140. Try to anyway, but it doesn't seem like it wants to work. I don't know if this is going to work at all. We're going to try it out though. We're going to go ahead and turn all of our lights on. Inboard, outboards, runoffs, taxi. Everything's on. The only we're landing on is right here. We are still pretty high above where we need to be. Set that at like 2,000. We're going 140-ish knots. We are 2,500 feet, but we are still really high above our glide slope. We should be banking in a second to line up with the runway. There we go. Now we're banking, and we're starting to line up with the glide slope again. I managed to save it surprisingly. Gear down. Speed brake set to 3. Flaps 30. Lining up now. We're lined up. Localizer established. Now we kind of just go with the flow. Let it do its thing. It's going to try to get on the glide slope here. And then once it gets on the glide slope, after a little bit, we'll go ahead and let it do its own thing for a minute until it gets us on the glide slope and going. And we've hit the glide slope. We should probably be descending now, but we're obviously not. Really don't understand why, so we're going to manually do this since it wants to be a piece of shit. Yes, I realize that. Thank you. Cincinnati looking pretty nice today. We got ourselves a pretty good headwind.
1,000.
Headwind crosswind. We're kind of high. We're really high.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
500.
Sync rate.
500. There we go.
400.
400.
300.
There we go. Now we're good.
200.
Now we've matched up with the glide slope again.
100.
100.
50.
50,
40.
40,
30.
30.
30,
20.
20,
10.
10.
Throw that back. And we'll go ahead and pull off right here. Speed brake. Flaps. Then go ahead and get off here. Uh, 237. Pretty annoying. Pretty bad landing.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Please remain
But whatever.
seated with your
At least we
seatbelt
made it
fastened
safely.
until the captain turns off the fasten
So
seatbelt
to go
sign.
over here.
At that point, we will have parked at the gate, and it will be safe for you to get up.
And we're gonna go ahead and
Check around
just
your
roll
seat
down
for any
this way
personal belongings. Use
for a
caution
minute.
when opening overhead bins, as luggage may have moved around during the
Keep
flight.
that up.
If you need assistance when deboarding, please remain
We
seated.
can go
until
ahead
everyone else is
and
exited.
turn
We
our
would be happy to
outboards
help you.
off.
On behalf of the crew, I'd like to thank everyone for joining us on this flight. We look forward to seeing you in the
I don't
future.
think we need the
Have a great
outboards
day.
or inboards on anymore either. Pull up our map. Just kidding. Yep. Go ahead and keep taxiing. Gonna go ahead and merge right here. Onto, is it Bravo? No, it's Sierra 5. And then we're gonna go on Sierra. Go, and now we'll just taxi our way on over here to the terminal. Kind of a really boring ground. The grass is pretty boring. Runway 27. Don't know. There's no runway right here. Oh well. Okay. I'm not sure where the American planes park, but it's not with the Delta planes. So we're gonna go look for the other place where they park. A little further down the terminal, maybe they park further down. I don't know. We're obviously taxiing decently fast. So I'm gonna slow that down a little bit. I'm just gonna go park it over here somewhere. All Deltas. Sit up in our seat a little bit. There we go. Yep, that's still Delta. We're gonna go ahead and turn here though. There's the American planes. These are all the little tiny CRJs and whatnot. That's a JetBlue plane. I'm gonna go ahead and park right here though, in this open spot. So let's go ahead and slow down and begin turning. Oh shit. Alright, we gotta slow down a little bit. Get over here. So then turn off all these lights so we don't blind the man. And turn the strobes off too. Let me get over and line up a little bit. And stop. Alright. Successful landing today. We're gonna go ahead and activate the parking brake. Throttle down. Yeah, it's pretty good. Just set that off. And that is about it. We'll go ahead and cut these engines off. Even though I'm going to do it the incorrect way, I'm just going to throw these. Actually, throw them off like that. Sneak. Alright. That's it, guys. Thanks for joining me on this flight today. We didn't even line up at all. That was pretty bad. Oh well. We're somewhat in the buffer zone. There's a lot of things here. Oh well. But thanks for joining us today. I hope you all have a good day, and see you next time.